Well, hello young people and those who are young at heart. We are here today for another Cuppa with, and today we have a guest in the flesh. We have with us Pam McFadden, and Pam is here today representing Street Connect. So thank you very much for joining us today, Pam, for a cuppa.
You're so welcome. It's a good cuppa, I must say.
I'm pleased to hear that. So Pam, first thing we probably ought to ask you is, what is Street Connect?
So Street Connect is this really cool charity. It's based in Glasgow but also works around the west of Scotland and different places like that, in Greenock as well. And we help people that are struggling with life controlling addictions and homelessness as well.
Thank you. And so, why do Street Connect do the type of work that you do? What is the kind of heart of your organisation? What is your mission?
Okay. Well, we do what we do because there's such a big need out there. There's people that are just broken for so many reasons and have turned to drugs, have turned to alcohol, have turned to so many other things that are just really destructive to their lives, and they don't realise that there's hope, they don't realise that there's another way, that there's hope for healing, that there's hope for their future. So we want to come alongside of them. If they need support coming off of drugs, then we can refer them to rehab, we can support them in the community, we can give them counselling. We also want to tell them about the love of Jesus as well, that can really heal their hearts and change their lives.
Thank you. And I guess you've not been in your role terribly long. I've just been learning about 14 weeks or so.
Something like that.
Yeah, roughly. So Pam, can you tell us what exactly your role is and the kind of things that you personally are doing in your role?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm one of the women support workers at Street Connect, which is a really amazing opportunity to come alongside broken women. Some we meet out on the streets and we're able to meet and have one-to-ones with them and see if we can get them away to rehab, things like that. Others will maybe they'll have gotten a leaflet from somewhere, or they've been referred through a church or through a family member, and we just sort of link in with them, give them one-to-one support. They can come along to the recovery groups, things like that. Just whatever support they're looking for, we could try and meet them in that and come alongside them. But apart from one-to-one support, I do street work as well. That's one of my favourite things, and I do street work in Greenock on a Tuesday and in the city centre as well, in Blackwood, and we're out in Fossil Park and lots of other places as well. So very outreach focused at Street Connect. It's brilliant, just meeting people where they're at.
Yeah. And for you personally, why do you want to be involved in the work of Street Connect?
Okay, well I suppose that goes back to a time in my life, probably about 8 years ago, where I went through a really difficult time and my heart was really broken. I was struggling in life, and just God really lifted me out of that pit of despair that I was in and showed me actually there's people out there that don't know that there's hope. My friend Julie that I work with at Street Connect, she took me out on the Teen Challenge bus, and it was at that point I just got such a heart for people that are struggling, people that are broken, and I just love listening to them and telling them that there's hope. I realised actually I've been through stuff, but there's purpose for my pain. I can come alongside people and help them.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. You know, often there is really good work or good ministry or good outcome that comes from our own painful experiences and from our own vulnerability, and being willing to share that with others, and almost sometimes it creates that connection with another person to say, do you know, I've been there, I know what it feels like, and just being able to bring them the hope that you've found in your relationship with Jesus. So thank you for sharing that with us. I'm just looking at my notes here because I wanted to remember and ask, so far in the time that you've been with Street Connect, have you got a memorable moment or a kind of highlight experience from the work that you've been involved in that you could share with us so far?
Okay, it's hard to pinpoint actually because there's amazing things happening all the time. Just trying to pinpoint one, but just the other week we were at the Greenock outreach and we didn't really have time to do street work, but we thought, okay, we'll just go out and see if there's anyone out there. We've got a wee half hour. And we met one lady sitting just outside a chemist, and she was just really broken. She was looking for help, and we ended up bringing her back up to the church for a coffee and a chat, and she actually gave her heart to Jesus that day. Two of the ladies in the cafe, they led her to the Lord, and that was just amazing. So what an opportunity, go out for 20 minutes, meet one lady, and it was all worth it. And we're now waiting to get her away to rehab. It's been a process, but do you know what? She's going for it, and God's making a way for it. We're trusting. So yeah, just she's the most recent lady that we're helping, and it's just exciting to see what's happening.
Amazing to know that, to be able to witness very quite clearly, you know, the impact that Jesus can make on somebody's life, and the fact that this woman's journey is now going to take her to rehab. I imagine your team will keep in contact with her and kind of follow her, her transformation almost.
Yeah.
That is really exciting.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I guess the final question is, if someone wanted to access the support of Street Connect, what would be the best way to go about that?
Okay, so yeah, pretty much everybody has internet and Facebook, those sorts of things. So we have our website, which is just www.streetconnect.co.uk, and if you put into Facebook Street Connect, then it will come up there, and you can see all what we're doing. We're on Instagram as well, actually, so you can follow us on all those different places. And there are numbers on the website and things like that for Street Connect, and you'll be able to get hold of my number for women's support. You see where all the different drop-in and outreach locations are. So yeah, do go check it out, see what we're up to.
Fab. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Pam. It's been great to have another organisation who is out and about in Inverclyde and who are making an impact on people's lives for the good. So thank you for coming and sharing with us about the work that you do today, Pam.
Thanks for having me, it's been great.